Friday, 1995, wasn't just a comedy, it became a cultural phenomenon that perfectly captured the struggles and humor of everyday life in the 90s. With its hilarious moments, unforgettable characters, and iconic catchphrases, the film remains a fan favorite to this day. But while Friday brought laughter to millions, the lives of many of its stars took tragic turns. Some actors went on to achieve great success, while others faced legal troubles, financial hardships, and heartbreaking losses. Now, in 2025, where are the stars of Friday? Join us as we uncover the highs and lows of their lives, the challenges they faced, and the tragedies that shaped their journeys after the film. Tom Lister Jr., who portrayed Deebo, the neighborhood bully in Friday, 1995, was an actor and former professional wrestler known for his intimidating presence on screen. His role in the film made him an iconic figure, leading to similar roles in Hollywood. However, behind his tough guy persona, Lister struggled with financial mismanagement and legal troubles. He was married to Felisha Forbes, and they had one daughter, but his personal life was filled with challenges, including periods of estrangement from his family. Despite earning a decent income, he faced financial difficulties, including a bankruptcy filing in his later years. His health declined due to complications from diabetes and heart disease, and he was found dead in his home on December 10, 2020, at the age of 62. His estate, valued at approximately $1 million, included a house in Marina del Rey and personal belongings, though he had been struggling financially before his passing. Anthony Johnson, who portrayed Ezal, the local crackhead in Friday, 1995, was a talented comedian and actor who brought a unique energy to his performances. Despite his comedic talents, his career never reached the heights of some of his co-stars. He struggled with financial instability and addiction issues throughout his life, which limited his opportunities in Hollywood. He was married to Lexis Jones Mason, and they had children, but his personal struggles put a strain on his family life. His later years were marked by health problems, and he reportedly had difficulty affording medical care. Tragically, he passed away on September 6, 2021, at the age of 55 due to chronic illness. His estate was relatively modest, valued at approximately $100,000, including a house in Compton and personal belongings. His death was a harsh reminder of the struggles many actors face despite moments of success. John Witherspoon, who played Mr. Jones, Craig's wise and hilarious father in Friday, 1995, was a beloved comedian and actor with a career spanning several decades. His portrayal of a no-nonsense, old-school dad resonated with audiences, leading to more fatherly roles in shows like The Wayans Brothers and The Boondocks. Despite his success, his personal life had its share of hardships. He was married to Angela Robinson, and they had 2 children, but the demands of Hollywood often kept him away from home. While his marriage remained intact, balancing work and family was a challenge. Though he found immense success, he dealt with health issues later in life. He passed away suddenly from a heart attack on October 29, 2019, at the age of 77. His estate, valued at around $8 million, included a house in Los Angeles and various investments. His passing was a major loss to comedy, as his humor and wisdom had impacted generations of fans. LaWanda Page, who portrayed the feisty old lady in Friday, 1995, was a comedy legend long before the film, best known for her iconic role as Aunt Esther in Sanford and Son. She was a trailblazer in stand-up, breaking barriers for black female comedians. However, her road to success was not easy, as she often struggled financially in the early years of her career. She was married and had 1 daughter, but much of her personal life remained private. Page suffered from diabetes in her later years, and her declining health limited her ability to work. Though she continued to perform occasionally, her energy and opportunities diminished. She passed away on September 14, 2002, at the age of 81 due to complications from diabetes. Her estate, valued at approximately $500,000, included a house in Los Angeles and personal belongings. Though she may not have amassed a massive fortune, her impact on comedy and entertainment is immeasurable. Bernie Mac, who played Pastor Clever in Friday, 1995, was a legendary comedian and actor whose charisma and wit made him a household name. His role in the film was small but memorable, and it paved the way for his breakout success in The Bernie Mac Show and major films like Ocean's 11. However, behind his larger-than-life persona, he battled sarcoidosis, a chronic inflammatory disease that affected his lungs. He was married to Rhonda McCullough for over 30 years, and they had one daughter, but his demanding career often kept him away from home. His illness worsened over time, leading to serious health complications. Despite his wealth, valued at around $15 million, he faced emotional and physical hardships in his final years. He passed away on August 9, 2008, at the age of 50 due to complications from pneumonia. His death was a huge loss to the entertainment world, as he had been one of the most beloved comedians of his generation. Reynaldo Rey, who played Red's father in Friday, 1995, had a long career in comedy and acting, yet he never fully broke into mainstream stardom. Though he became a recognizable face in black cinema and comedy circuits, financial stability eluded him, as he was often underpaid for his contributions. He was married but went through a bitter divorce, which strained his finances and left him deeply resentful. He had children, though his relationship with them was complicated due to his long hours spent on the road performing. One of the major heartbreaks of his life was being overlooked by Hollywood, never receiving the recognition he felt he deserved. Another was his health struggles. He battled multiple illnesses in his later years but resisted slowing down. He passed away on May 28, 2015, at the age of 75 due to complications from a stroke. His estate, including a modest house in Los Angeles, was valued at approximately $500,000. Yvette Wilson, who played Rita, Smokey's blind date in Friday, 1995, was best known for her comedic roles, but her life behind the scenes was far from laughter-filled. While her appearance in Friday was minor, it helped establish her in the industry, leading to bigger roles in television. Despite her rising success, she faced financial struggles, worsened by mounting medical bills when she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. She was married, but the strain of her illness led to a separation, leaving her to battle cancer largely on her own. She had no children, a fact she often lamented in her final years, as she longed for a family legacy. One of the greatest tragedies of her life was losing many close friends to illness and violence in the entertainment industry, leaving her feeling isolated. She passed away on June 14, 2012, at the age of 48 due to cervical cancer. Her estate, including a house in Los Angeles and various personal belongings, was valued at approximately $1.5 million. Michael Clarke Duncan, who played the craps player in Friday, 1995, was a towering presence in Hollywood, later gaining fame for his role in The Green Mile. Though his talent eventually earned him critical acclaim, his early years in the industry were filled with struggles, working as a bodyguard before getting acting roles. He was engaged to reality star Omarosa Manigault, but their relationship was fraught with tensions, especially in his final days. One of the greatest tragedies of his life was the sudden loss of his health. Despite being physically imposing, he suffered a massive heart attack, never fully recovering. Another was the pressure he felt as a black actor to take certain roles, often typecast in roles that capitalized on his size rather than his emotional depth. He passed away on September 3, 2012, at the age of 54 due to a heart attack. His estate, including a house in Los Angeles and several investments, was valued at approximately $18 million. Nia Long portrayed Debbie, Craig's love interest in Friday, 1995. Though the role helped solidify her as a leading lady in black cinema, she often found herself typecast in romantic or supporting roles, struggling to break into major Hollywood blockbusters. Her personal life has been filled with ups and downs. She was engaged to former NBA coach Ime Udoka, but their relationship ended in scandal after his highly publicized infidelity. The breakup left her emotionally devastated, and she has since focused on raising her two sons, Masai and Kez, as a single mother. Despite her success, she has expressed frustration with the industry's treatment of black actresses, often feeling overlooked for major roles. Financially stable, she owns a house in Los Angeles and a collection of luxury cars, maintaining an estimated net worth of $6 million. As of 2025, she is 54 years old and continues acting, though she has shifted more toward producing and directing in recent years. Ice Cube, who played Craig Jones, the lead character in Friday, 1995, transformed from a rapper into a Hollywood powerhouse, using the film as a launchpad for a successful acting and producing career. He has been married for decades, though fame brought challenges, including rumors of infidelity and the difficulties of balancing work and family. He has 4 children, some of whom have followed him into the entertainment industry. Despite his success, he has faced personal tragedies, including the loss of close friends and collaborators, which shaped his outlook on life. Another major struggle was transitioning from a controversial rapper to a respected Hollywood figure, often facing criticism from both the music and film industries. As of 2025, Ice Cube is 55 years old, living a wealthy life with multiple properties, luxury cars, and an estimated net worth of $160 million. Chris Tucker, who played Smokey, Craig's hilarious and hyperactive best friend in Friday, 1995, saw his career skyrocket after the film, leading to blockbuster success with Rush Hour. However, despite his immense earning potential, he suffered from financial mismanagement, resulting in IRS troubles that drained much of his wealth. His personal life was equally tumultuous. He was married but later divorced, with one son, Destin, whom he has tried to keep out of the spotlight. One of his greatest career regrets was not returning for Next Friday, a decision based on a mix of financial disagreements and personal growth, though fans never let him forget it. Another personal tragedy was losing close friends in the industry, which led him to re-evaluate his lifestyle and focus more on faith. As of 2025, Tucker is 53 years old, living a more modest life than his peak years, with a house in Atlanta and an estimated net worth of $5 million. Paula Jai Parker played Joy, Craig's jealous and overbearing girlfriend in Friday, 1995, a performance that showcased her comedic talents but ultimately led to her being typecast in similar roles. Despite early career success, she struggled to find steady work in Hollywood, leading to financial difficulties. At one point, she and her husband were homeless, living in a motel while she fought to rebuild her career. She has spoken openly about being blacklisted in the industry and the challenges of maintaining stability as a working actress. Her marriage to Forrest Martin has been tumultuous, with rumors of separation, but they have remained together for the sake of their child. She currently owns a house in Los Angeles but lives a relatively modest lifestyle, with an estimated net worth of $1 million. As of 2025, she is 55 years old and continues acting, though she has also turned to voice work and independent films to sustain her career. Meagan Good, who played Kid Number 2 in Friday, 1995, started as a child actress and later gained recognition in Hollywood, but her personal life has been tumultuous. Her marriage to producer and pastor Devin Franklin, which seemed ideal to the public, ended in a highly publicized divorce in 2022. The emotional fallout left her struggling with self-esteem issues, and she sought therapy to navigate the pain. Despite her success in films like Think Like a Man and Shazam, she has often felt undervalued in the industry, facing constant pressure to prove her versatility beyond the roles she was typecast in. Another deep personal struggle was the passing of her close friend, actress Naya Rivera, which left her shaken and re-evaluating her personal priorities. Financially, she remains stable, owning a luxurious home in Los Angeles and a collection of high-end cars. As of 2025, she is 43 years old, still active in acting, though she now prioritizes mental well-being and personal growth over relentless career pursuits. Gary Gray, who played the black man at Store in Friday, 1995, turned his brief acting stint into an illustrious career as a director, with films like The Fate of the Furious and Straight Outta Compton cementing his reputation. He has remained unmarried and has no children, leading to speculation that his relentless work ethic may have cost him meaningful relationships. Though financially successful, owning multiple properties, including a mansion in Los Angeles, and a fleet of luxury cars, he has often spoken about the isolation that comes with Hollywood fame. One of his greatest professional struggles was the backlash he received from critics who claimed he was selling out by directing mainstream blockbusters instead of sticking to his urban storytelling roots. As of 2025, he is 55 years old, still active in the film industry but more selective about his projects, focusing on legacy rather than commercial success. Anna Maria Horsford played Mrs. Jones, Craig's no-nonsense mother in Friday, 1995, a role that resonated with audiences and cemented her reputation as a strong maternal figure in black sitcoms and films. While she has enjoyed a long career, she has rarely been given leading roles, leaving her financially less secure than some of her co-stars. Her personal life has been largely private, though she never married and has spoken about the loneliness that comes with a career in Hollywood. She struggled with depression in the 2000s after the deaths of several close friends, which led her to step back from acting for a time. Despite these hardships, she remains a beloved figure in the industry. As of 2025, she is 77 years old, still living in Los Angeles, where she owns a modest house and various personal belongings, with an estimated net worth of $1 million. Faizon Love portrayed Big Worm, the intimidating yet comedic drug dealer in Friday, 1995, a role that made him a recognizable face in the industry. However, despite his popularity, he struggled with financial mismanagement and legal issues, including multiple arrests for assault. His outspoken and often controversial personality has led to public feuds with other comedians and actors, damaging his reputation. He has been in and out of relationships but never married, and he has no children. Despite his financial ups and downs, he has managed to maintain some stability through stand-up comedy and small acting roles. He owns a home in Los Angeles and has investments in real estate, though his estimated net worth remains at around $2 million. As of 2025, he is 56 years old and still performing, though his career has been impacted by his history of legal troubles and industry conflicts. Vickilyn Reynolds, who played Joann in Friday, 1995, was a skilled actress with a strong presence, but she never managed to break into Hollywood's mainstream. Though she appeared in numerous television roles and stage productions, financial struggles were a constant burden. She never married, and her long-term relationship ended painfully, leaving her without a life partner. Without children or close family, she has often battled loneliness and health issues, including diabetes and hypertension, which have worsened in recent years. Limited by her declining health, she now depends on modest savings and occasional acting jobs. She has spoken openly about the industry's lack of opportunities for older black actresses, feeling overlooked despite her talent. As of 2025, she is 69 years old, living quietly in Los Angeles with an estimated net worth of $500,000, relying on Social Security and occasional public appearances for income. Regina King portrayed Dana Jones, Craig's sarcastic sister in Friday, 1995, a role that was a stepping stone for her highly successful career. Unlike many of her co-stars, she broke free from typecasting, winning an Academy Award and becoming a respected director. However, her personal life has been marred by tragedy. Her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., died by suicide, leaving her devastated and withdrawing from public life for a period. She has also faced heartbreak in relationships, including a difficult divorce and failed engagements. Despite these struggles, she has used her pain to fuel her work, advocating for mental health awareness and social justice. She owns a luxurious home in Los Angeles and a fleet of high-end cars, maintaining an estimated net worth of $16 million. As of 2025, she is 54 years old and continues to be a powerful force in Hollywood, though she remains deeply affected by the loss of her son. Angela Means, who played Felisha in Friday, 1995, became famous long after the film's release due to the viral Felisha meme, but her career never reached mainstream success. After years of struggling with typecasting and failed auditions, she transitioned into the food industry, opening a vegan cafe in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, financial difficulties and poor business decisions led to its closure, leaving her in serious debt. Her personal life has also been filled with hardship. Her marriage ended in divorce, and her relationship with her only son, Brad, deteriorated due to financial stress and emotional struggles. Living in near isolation, she has battled depression and periods of financial instability. While she occasionally makes public appearances and takes on minor acting roles, she remains largely out of the spotlight. As of 2025, she is 61 years old, living modestly in Los Angeles with an estimated net worth of $500,000, supported by a few investments and residual earnings. Tony Cox, who played Mr. Parker in Friday, 1995, has had a long career as one of Hollywood's most recognizable little-person actors, but he has faced many struggles along the way. Despite his talent, he was often pigeonholed into comedic or stereotypical roles, making it difficult to find diverse opportunities. His marriage to Otelia has lasted for decades, but they have endured hardships, including financial uncertainty and personal loss, particularly the passing of close friends in the industry. The couple has one daughter, whom they have intentionally kept away from the spotlight. As he has aged, Cox has developed health issues that have made it difficult for him to work as consistently as before. Now largely retired, he occasionally takes on roles but prefers to live quietly. As of 2025, he is 67 years old, living in Los Angeles with an estimated net worth of $1 million, supported by past earnings and residuals from his most successful films. Kathleen Bradley, best remembered as Mrs. Parker in Friday, 1995, initially gained fame as the first black model on The Price is Right, but her career lost momentum after she was controversially fired from the show. Though she continued to act, none of her roles ever matched the visibility of her early career. Her personal life was equally challenging. Her first marriage ended in a bitter divorce that left her financially drained, and although she later remarried, past emotional wounds made trust difficult. She has 2 children, Tiffany and Julian, but her demanding career and financial struggles strained their relationships. Despite these hardships, she has found some stability in recent years by attending fan conventions and participating in nostalgia-driven projects. As of 2025, she is 74 years old, residing in Los Angeles with an estimated net worth of $1 million, having carefully managed her assets after experiencing financial instability earlier in life. Terry J. Vaughn, who portrayed China in Friday, 1995, became widely recognized for her role in The Steve Harvey Show, but her road to success was not without hardships. Her first marriage ended in a bitter divorce, leaving her to raise her son, Dalen, while juggling an acting career. Though she later remarried former football player Karen Riley and had 2 more children, the marriage has seen its share of difficulties. Vaughn has spoken candidly about struggling with financial setbacks, especially during the early 2000s when acting roles became inconsistent. One of the biggest personal tragedies in her life was the unexpected loss of her younger brother in a car accident, an event that deeply affected her emotional well-being. As of 2025, she is 55 years old, living in Los Angeles, owning a modest but comfortable home, and maintaining an estimated net worth of $2 million while continuing to work in television. Demetrius Navarro, who played Hector in Friday, 1995, hoped for a successful Hollywood career but soon found himself struggling to secure major roles. With opportunities dwindling, he transitioned into production work, though financial instability remained a constant issue. His personal life also suffered. His marriage ended in a difficult divorce, and his relationship with his 2 children, Diego and Mia, became strained as he struggled to provide a stable home. In recent years, health problems, including chronic back pain and stress-related conditions, have further limited his career prospects. Though he occasionally works behind the scenes in film and television, he largely stays out of the public eye. As of 2025, he is 55 years old, living in Los Angeles with an estimated net worth of $500,000, sustained by a combination of savings and sporadic industry work. Jason Bose Smith, who played Lil Chris in Friday, 1995, had a promising start in Hollywood but struggled to transition into a stable acting career. Unlike many of his co-stars, he drifted away from the industry, falling into a cycle of personal and financial troubles. His struggles with substance abuse led to multiple run-ins with the law. He has never married, and his estranged relationship with his family has left him largely isolated. One of his most significant hardships was a 2-year prison sentence for drug possession, a time he has described as his lowest point. Despite these challenges, in recent years, he has tried to rebuild his life by getting involved in community theater and mentoring at-risk youth. Financially, he remains in a modest situation, owning a small home in Los Angeles and relying on personal savings and small acting gigs. As of 2025, he is 45 years old, still struggling but determined to find redemption and a sense of purpose beyond his past mistakes. Who's your favorite character from Friday? How does it make you feel knowing that some beloved cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. If you're enjoying our videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for being part of our community.